Well, we got the annual Big P Will game today. The annual Big P Will game that we got today from the Chicago Bulls as the Bulls get a blowout win over the hugely tanking Washington Wizards. We're going to talk about it all and more right after this. What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and get into this content for today, y'all. And we had the annual Big P Will game. It was crazy to see P Will out there as active as what he was today because, like usual with P Will, you always ask yourself, why don't you take games this seriously all the time? Now, don't make no mistake about it. It was against the lowly Washington Wizards. We all know the Washington Wizards aren't the best basketball team. They're clearly tanking. They're putting out lineups out there. Now, I do like a lot of the Washington Wizards' young talent. And I do think that's going to be a team that's going to be tough next season. But P Will the P Will and Rob Dillingham game. Like, did you think that coming into this game you're going to see P Will and Rob Dillingham combined for almost 50 points from just those two players? Like, that's ridiculous to see that, man. But hey, listen, let P Will keep playing like this. Maybe the new team Arturas Karnisovas goes to, we can send P Will to that team so Arturas can continue to develop his star pupil, his first draft pick, the guy that he saw the world for. So, hey, keep playing. We got 3 games left, big fella. Keep playing like this so we can go ahead and send you back to your pappy. We can get you back over there with AK wherever he's going to go. That should be a mandate. If AK wants to pick up his last check, you got to agree to trade for P Will for whenever you get your next job. And that's all I can say there. But, you know, this was it's fun of a game that you can get this late in the season for a tanking team. I think this is about as fun as a game that you can expect in that case. Like, it wasn't nothing too crazy. But to see Pat have 20 points today in the manner in which he did was just like, hey, listen, you know what? Every once in a while, you just need to have a game where you remind people, I am an NBA player, right? And, you know, I'm sure P. Will's, you know, his parents and his family and sometimes his little cousins all are like, haha, you play in the NBA, but you don't play, you're a bitch. And he's like, I just dropped 20 on the Washington Wizards. How you feel about them apples? Like, I just don't know what to say. He had 20 points on 8 shots. Do you know how crazy that is to get 20 points off 8 shots? 8 shots. He was 4-6 from the three-point line, 4-4 from the free throw line, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block. Is fucking ridiculous. Because where the hell is this guy 99% of the season? We're talking about a guy that's been averaging 5 points per game over the last 13 or 14-ish games. But yeah, keep doing your thing. Maybe we can convince some, maybe just like some people don't think it was Billy Donovan, maybe some people don't think it's P. Will. Maybe they think the Bulls organization just somehow put something in his water and that they can still develop him. Maybe that's the case. Because listen, all we got to do is just convince one team. Just convince one team that there's something worth trying to develop in P. Will. But all jokes aside, shout out to P. Will for having his night that he had today, giving us a little excitement here on the last week of the season, opening up the last week of the season for the Bulls. Do something like that, man. And somebody said that he's increasing his trade value. Yeah, when your trade value is negative and you increase it, you're still negative, right? P. Will's trade value is a negative power ranking of 2,756,478. So he added a plus 10 to that today. So still quite negative when it comes down to it. But Rob Dillingham also having a big game today. Rob Dillingham 9 of 15 from the field today, 5 of 8 from the three-point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He also chips in 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 turnovers, 2 steals from Rob Dillingham. 46 points combined for Rob Dillingham and Patrick Williams today. That is absolutely bananas. Bananas is what that is. That's crazy that I just said that. 46 points combined for P. Will and Rob Dillingham, man. It is what it is. Shout out to those young fellas playing the way that they did. Lachlan Albrecht also got 21 minutes today. He got 7.7 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks, and a steal. I like that stat line for Lachlan Albrecht. I'm not going to try to gas it like it's some amazing stat line, but for a second-round pick whose main part of their game is basically just toughness, I really like that. Like, I don't know if Lachlan ever has a role on an NBA team. I'm not going to try to act like that. But if he does ever get a role, it's going to be him just being a tough son of a bitch that can rebound. And we saw some of that from Lachlan Albrecht today, and I like seeing that from him. We got 16 minutes from Yuki Kawamura. He scores 3 points in that, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and a steal. In that starting lineup today, we got 15 points from Collin Sexton. He goes 5 of 16 from the field, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Tre Jones chips in 20 points, 9 assists as well, 1 steal. You get 9 points from Gershon Yabusele. Isaac Okoro, 11 points in 16 minutes. Isaac Okoro looked like he was going to start cooking today, but then he went down with a quad injury. He's out. Leonard Miller, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks from Leonard Miller. No Josh Giddey, no Modest Buzelis. We got 3 games left. This is all I got for y'all. It's going to be a crazy ending to the season is all I can say. But hey, it is what it is, man. P. Will's game of his life is that 35-point game, the last game against the season against the Minnesota Timberwolves where Anthony Edwards actually played. That's the game of P. Will's life. This is the game of P. Will's season this season. I like what I saw from Dillingham. He was a quick first step and he can shoot the 3. Listen, Rob always shows a little bit of that glimpse, right? The problem is consistency. That's really the problem with it. I don't know how consistent he's ever going to be. But hey, listen, all you can do is play who's in front of you. It is what it is. It is what it is. Vegeta meme, over 9,000 to freeze P. Will got -0. Negative 9,000 for P. Will. Negative 9,000 for P. Will. P. Will cut the braids and started. No, he did not. That motherfucker's hair's been cut for the last 2 weeks and he's been playing like ass for 2 weeks, bro. Ass for 2 weeks. So yeah, no, he's not doing that one. Like real talk, wonder if P. Will actually does turn the corner and starts playing with hustle and care hard like this regularly does, this perspective change. Listen, I'm over the fact we got to stop having the same conversation, P. Will. We've been having this conversation on, is he finally going to wake up? Is he finally going to unlock stuff? Is he finally going to do? No. That nigga ain't finna do shit. I apologize. I'm sorry for saying that. That motherfucker ain't going to do shit, bro. This is the P. Will experience. Let's just get it done. This is the P. Will experience. You guys are so stupid. You're going to lose to the Milwaukee in the tank standings. Your mama's stupid for birthing you. That's the first thing. She's also a bitch and a whore for not swallowing you because she's a coward. Secondly, your dumbass coming in here talking about some other people are stupid because you're going to lose to Milwaukee in the standings. Do you understand how the tanking standings work? Like the Bulls only, if they lose 2 more games, that's when they'll lose. You understand how gaps work? No, you don't. You know why you don't? Because your mama wasn't intelligent enough to breastfeed your dumb ass, which she probably had crack milk, breast milk anyway. But the breast milk is supposed to help your brain development. But instead now, you in here on the 4th to last game of the season, whining about losing the standings to the Milwaukee Bucks. Meanwhile, your whole entire wife's out there sucking some random nigga's dick while you in here in the comment section whining and complaining like a dumbass. Like, come on, man. Like, it's the end of the season. We ain't got nothing left to lose. Stop bitching. Shut the fuck up before I absolutely. I don't want to have to cook nobody right now. Like, we've been pretty damn positive around here. It's been chilling. We've been having fun. You come in here with this whining bitch ass mambo jumbo shit. Shut the fuck up. Respectfully. Shut the fuck up. Like real talk. Go find you some toes to suck on or a dick or asshole something. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Nobody wants to hear that shit right now. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, must be contract time. No, P. Will still got 3 years on his contract. 3 years on his contract. Lachlan got to develop a hook shot if he's going to hang his hat on toughness. I mean, not necessarily. That's a skill, not toughness. Like, so no, if he doesn't hang his hat on toughness, he just got to be tough. That's it. Why you had to do him like, listen, I ain't gone off on nobody in a very long time. He came in here with some dumb shit. I listen, say what you will. I'm healed. I'm healing. I'm not healed. right? So anybody can catch this work at any point in time. That's all I can say. But I keep saying I love Tre Jones. He's so damn good and underrated. We better keep him. Hey, Tre's good. I mean, Tre's really good. You look at the value of that contract. He's always in the right spots. He understands just how to play basketball the right way. Like, Tre Jones is the type of player you definitely want to keep on your team. No doubt about that at all. We got Vern in the building. Says, what up, Drip? With ownership wanting Billy Donovan to stick around in dual roles, potentially, would you just move on Monday? Move on Monday if you're him? Vern, listen, my bad. Maybe I'm slow right now. What the fuck are you asking me, Vern? Respectfully, what? To stick around in dual roles, potentially, would you just move on Monday if you're him? Move on Monday. Move what on Monday? His ass cheeks? Like, where is he moving? I really, and like I said, it's probably me, it's not you. Right now, we're at the end of a season that's been grueling. We have 49 losses on the season and 30 wins. I don't know up from down. I have no idea. Phil having regrets about helping the guy who believed in him the most get fired. Oh, P. Will. Listen, if firing AK woke up P. Will, if P. Will finally was like, damn, the motherfuckers who drafted me are gone. I can really be about this bitch. Hey, then more reason to fire that motherfucker. I don't know what to say. Laughing motherfucking ass off, go from toes, ass, fucking hell, talk about a season wrap. From the rooter to the tutor. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I'm about to be in rare form the last 3 games of the season. I'm just letting y'all know right now. If y'all are sensitive, for those that don't want to hear cursing in their sports talking conversation, for those that don't want to hear somebody be crazy a little bit, maybe this ain't the show for you to watch the rest of the year, because I'm letting y'all know right now, I'm unhinged. I'm going to have fun with it. We trying to get through the rest of the season. We just finna have fun. That's all I can say. We finna have fun. That's it. So do you think Billy will go from the front office? Billy does not want to go to the front office. Like, Billy has said that. I think Michael even said that in his interview. Like, Billy does not want to go to the front office. Now, maybe he has a little bit more control, but I don't think Billy wants to go to the front office. I'm asking you, would you move on from Billy Donovan after the meeting, even though they want him to stay? Would I move on from Billy Donovan? Yes, personally I would, because I want the person that I'm bringing in to run this team, I want him to make decisions from top to. Well, here's the thing. I would leave it up to the person I'm hiring to run the team. Like, real talk. That's just my personal mindset on it. If I'm bringing somebody in here and I believe that they have the right game plan and the right vision to really change the direction of this team, I'm trusting them. So I'm leaving it. For example, if I hire, let's just say Sam Preston. I'm just saying for the Bob Myers, right? If I hire Bob Myers and I truly believe whatever he pitched me is he has the vision to fix this team, I'm going to leave it up to him. I'm going to say, listen, if you want to retain Billy, great. We're cool with that. We love Billy. If you want to move on from Billy, it sucks. We'll take care of Billy a different way, but you got to do what you got to do to build this team. That's it. That's all. That's what I would do. At the end of the day, this really is a regret season for real. I mean, it is what it is. Tony Rice said, and I'm here for it. Let's go. Hey, listen, I'm glad everybody's having fun. Let's get over with it. I'm ready for a fresh new start. You and me both, bro. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm just ready for this team to hopefully get on the right path if they need to so that we can move forward as a team. That's really it. All jokes aside, I just want to see this team move forward. I want to see us go into a new direction and just have some type of semblance of functionality here, like competence. Like, that's the thing that we've been missing so long in Chicago, is just simple competence. I just want competence back in my organization. That's all I want. Billy going to stay as coach. He's basically going to work with Paxson and Michael Reinsdorf to select the new front office. Yeah, I mean, but Michael Reinsdorf did present that if Billy wants to stay. It's still up to Billy. Like, everything that we've heard, even with Michael talking today, Casey reporting afterwards, is that Billy Donovan is still going to make a decision based off where he feels this team is going and what he's hearing on the pitch. So it's not a grant. Like, they're not going to remove Billy. It'll be Billy deciding that he doesn't want to stay with the Chicago Bulls anymore. hopefully we get that Portland pick. Hopefully. Is Portland playing today? I know they lost yesterday, right? Are they playing today? No, it doesn't look like they are. But the Clippers play today. They're playing the Dallas Mavericks. Ooh, they're probably going to win that game. They're probably going to win that game. So, we'll see. I told you Dillingham is the next Allen Iverson. Listen, I know bait when I see it. And I'm going to say to you on this one, fuck you and everything that you stand for, you bitch-ass nigga. Because why would you come in here and try to raise bait me like that? You an asshole for that one. You an asshole writing that dumb shit. Listen, I'm not falling for it, though. But you an asshole and a jackass, and I hope I hope everything that you love and stand for all comes crumbling down in front of you. I hope that. I won't regret the season if we have a top 4 pick and Acme's gone. Hey, no worries. Not stoked that Billy is staying, but at least we know he is invested in Modest and Josh. New management may not see them as pieces they want, and that worries me. I mean, here's the thing. If they see them as pieces that they don't want, but they're able to replace them with better pieces, cool. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Modest Buzelis. I think that he represents the city well. I think he has the right mentality for a player that's young like him and that, still has things that they need to work on in his game. But at the end of the day is this. We have had a front office that hasn't necessarily made the right tough decisions. And we'll see. Like, we shall see. And I hope that ultimately whatever they do, whoever comes in here, that they make the best decisions for the actual future and the present of this team. And we'll see. What up, my old-ass brother? What's going on, Huey? From Boondocks, my sexually ambiguous brother. What's going on? Bro, what did you come in? Who do you want to come into the front? Go to today's daily episode. Actually break down a whole list of that. Here's a question at the beginning of the press conference. The dude said he had 60 people asking about the job. Why are you going through as a company to help you hire a new GM? Because they realized that there was holes in the process. I mean, he recognized, hey, maybe there is something that I need to a different perspective that I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. You're not going through a firm that's going to hire for you. You're going through a firm that's going to help you weed through the best candidates. Companies do that all the time. And what Michael Reinsdorf realizes, hey, there's something wrong in the process that I have that led me to hire an AK. So let me get a new set of eyes on this so I don't hire the next AK. So I can't be mad at that for Michael Reinsdorf. I can't be mad at that at all. Jamal isn't high on hiring Bob Myers since he wasn't the GM at the time where they drafted Stephen Clay. He did draft Dre and got KD, but his moves after that weren't that good. I mean, yeah, listen, here's the thing. Bob Myers has almost just as many misses in the draft as AK. And I'm not even talking about drafting Jordan Poole, right? Like, I'm not even counting that as a miss. When you go and look at the players that Bob Myers left on the board, Tyrese Halliburton was one of those players. I can't remember who the other – I had a list earlier today. Do I still have my list? I don't think so. But – he missed on players as well. Bob Myers missed on some players that absolutely, unequivocally would have given them another dynasty. Like he did. And that's just the reality of it. So I can understand that point coming from Jamal and why he feels that way. But, the reality is, like, there are people going to have misses. There are people going to have hits. You just got to hope that you're gonna get the best candidate in there. I'm just kidding. Hey, sorry about that comment. I was just trying to rage bait, but I'm happy Rob finally played well. I can actually become an NBA player one day. Definitely not. I know. I was just messing with you, bro. I hope you didn't take I knew you were just rage baiting me, and I was just fucking with you too. So I didn't actually mean F everything you stand for. I was just having fun with you, bro. So hopefully I didn't offend you with that one. If the Bulls got the third pick, would you choose Wilson over Boozer? Boozer low-key seems like a guy who will put up good numbers on a bad team like Boogie. Oh, no, I've been on record about this. I'm not high on – if all the players in the top 4, Boozer's the one I'm not high on. So I would absolutely go Caleb Wilson over Cam Boozer. Personally, that's what I would do. Hopefully we get that number 1 pick so we can get AJ, because that would be almost like getting D Rose at the time, even though D Rose is definitely 10 times better. AJ DeBonsa is my favorite player in this draft. If we draft number 1 overall, that's definitely the guys that I would want to draft. But we'll see what happens. If we get lucky, you know what? It would cause so much bad blood for me to start off with if we get the number 1 overall pick and they're like Cam Boozer. I'd be like, nigga, what the fuck, bro? The absolute fuck are we doing? One more thing. What part of the trades at the trade deadline got them fired? All of it. I think everything. Listening to Michael Reinsdorf and how like they never really wanted to tank. They didn't believe in. I don't think it was just one thing at the trade deadline or even the Jaden Ivey thing. I really do think this was a culmination of things that Michael has slowly been seeing and finally he's just landed. The Jaden Ivey thing may have been what pushed it overboard, but I think the whole entire thing, like if we're talking about the whole iceberg here, not just the tip of it, I think that it was a culmination of multiple years of decisions by AK that led to that, personally. All right, last question before I get up out of here. Do you have a problem with Pax leading the search because people complaining that you putting responsibility on somebody who also failed at their job? A little bit. It's a little bit of a question with it. But I think more so he was saying that the way that I took it, and I'll go back and watch before I do tomorrow's daily, but the way that I took it is that he was saying that Pax led the search for AK. Not to say that Pax won't also be involved, but I think they're also using that firm. I think Pax led the process to get AK, which is still weird because somebody came to you and said, hey, I don't know how to do my job. And then you look at that person and say, okay, you don't know how to do your job? Go find the person to do your job then. What? But nonetheless, thank you guys for tuning in, man. I appreciate you guys so much for sticking with me throughout even this end of the season. Y'all have been mad supportive, and I love you guys. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button because a lot of people think they're subscribed, but they're not actually subscribed. So hit that subscribe button. You can follow us at Bull Central Pod. You send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. And lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're the number 1 spot for everything Chicago Bulls related, but that is thanks to you, lovely and beautiful people. And like I like to end every episode on, go Bulls. Love you guys. See red if you can, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.